Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Count Christo and this is The Light in the East, our beautiful Ottoman campaign. Don't mind the creaking as I get my mic stand into position. We have lost about 30,000 men so far in this war. It's been a tough fight. We knew it was going to be because obviously it's a lot of land to siege and Hungary had a lot of manpower to begin with. They now actually are approaching more than us, which is not great, but we have some backup from our Serbian and Macedonian subjects, and we are looking at a very nice peace deal. We've also managed to seize 2 provinces with war dynamism so far. Let's just check, by the way. Am I getting war dynamism on any of these provinces? Yes, actually. Okay, so the Serbian provinces I have war dynamism on, but nothing else? Okay. Looks like the extent of our war dynamism is here, which I believe is also the extent of our Sultan of Rum casus belli. So that kind of makes sense. Let me just turn the music up slightly for you. There we go. We're going to finish burning them down because we want to try and use this war when we have this well-timed alliance and willingness of Poland to join in on the war to really weaken Hungary as much as we can. We've taken 1,000 loot and killed about 550,000 civilians so far, which is, not amazing from a human rights perspective, but pretty good from a, long-term damage to our enemies perspective. We could actually claim this province because we're going to get essentially no aggressive expansion in the war against you. Oh no, because we were thinking of also taking these 3. Which ends up taking, a fair amount there against Hungary. 19. I think that's probably okay. We could probably take Ragusa as well, because it would be nice to secure a little bit more. Well, we don't really need any Adriatic Sea trade power, but I mean, let's just look hypothetically. What if we went nuts in this war? What if we did this, which is the whole? Let's say Christo, which is the whole bit of the Adriatic coast we actually want. That's too much, but what if we did this? See, that's a manageable coalition right there. And that's setting us up well for another war against them in the future. Could try just sneaking a bit more. If we could get... Maybe we just do this. Because what this gets us is Ragusa, and we can therefore fabricate claims here, here, and here, which will make that cheaper in the future. Let's look at missions. That's how I should instruct myself here. So we've got Crush Serbia, and then the next one up is Bosnia. It's Bosnia and then Croatia and Hungary. Okay, so we should prioritize taking provinces that are in Bosnia in this war. So what about Bosnia? What if we took Bosnia? It does put Austria in the coalition, but Austria only has 6,000 men. Is that part of Croatia? Bosnia in the mission? This province here? Yeah. Well, Bosnia doesn't exist right now. Is there any Bosnian territory? No, it's all either Croatian or Serbian. Okay. So this would be too much, I think. Yeah. What about... The thing is, we can make the land cheaper and therefore less of aggressive expansion if we burn it down again before we take it. I was thinking of taking this fort, yeah, which probably means we're going to be more like maybe this. Puts Hungary at 86, which we calculated was roughly exactly how much we could afford. I think that's probably the peace deal we're going to go for. And then obviously war reps cash. And we're going to burn them down as much as possible before we accept this. We will need to go and re-siege that province, but we're going to focus on burning down central Hungary for now. And I'm going to try and pay more attention than I did at the end of the last episode to minimizing the level of attrition that we're taking. Because there's no need for us to throw good Ottoman lives away. Okay. House of Osmanli is shaken. We'll lose the prestige. We're at low prestige, but that's fine. Right, so you guys can move on to get the next siege going. What's this, level 2? Yeah, we can do that then. So as long as they don't advance into me having sieged down Bessarabia, I'm kind of okay with it. The Padishah's drink. Do you want to ban alcohol and get some more fanaticism? Or do you want to get some legitimacy? I'll lose one legitimacy. I don't think we want to ban alcohol. We're very impious right now, so... Province gained. No, thank you. We can take it in the peace deal at no additional war score. I mean, at no additional cost. I think I'll just try and siege with Serbian and Lithuanian troops. Ooh, good lord. That's a big army. Need to make sure we're positioned to try and make sure they don't surprise us anywhere. Okay. Just make sure people stay a little bit gathered up here, so we don't have a problem with that stack. I would peace out if we had to have a confrontation with that stack right now. To be honest, we don't need to spend the war score. I mean the manpower, but I would really like to hit Pest first. Go on, give me that 35%. No, not quite. If we could burn down Pest, I mean it's a large regional city. You know, it's the seat of a huge portion of Hungary's power, Belgrade being the other one, which we are, of course, denying them in this war. So we should make what efforts we can to burn that down. Why am I... Oh, I know why. Rebel. All. Search. When... How is when rebels... spawn not a command on here? Is it from me? Others? To me? All? How is rebels spawning not a thing that appears in this list? Am I crazy? I turned that off at the end of my last campaign because things were going nuts and I had like 1 million rebels spawning every year. So I wanted to turn off the setting. Uprising maybe? To me, uprising. Rise. Am I misspelling rebel? Is that the problem? No, because it comes up with the other ones. I guess for now, I just need to listen for the rebel noise. But obviously this is a small rebellion, so we can put them down pretty easily. What are they again? Vidinian separatists. Very specific. Okay, we would rather you didn't win that siege. Ooh, and looks like we might have to move to defend the siege of Pest as well. We really want to... I mean, once we've burnt down Pest, there's not much. I mean, there's some here that we could do with getting. Yeah, I think we'll try. We might try and siege that province as well, because it's only a level 2 fort. And I'm sieging it, remember, with almost exclusively Lithuanian troops here. Oh, I think they're probably going for this siege. There goes Pest. What about up here? Any other nice little loot provinces? See, this one's pretty good too. I think we should probably peace out. Work on integrating subjects. Don't need to. I think we should probably peace out now because our... Oh, although, can I siege this? No. Right, we need to pivot. Let's pivot our attentions over to Bessarabia. We can fall back from central Hungary. It doesn't matter if they win a bunch of sieges and relieve a bunch of provinces, because we already have plenty of war score to get what we want. So, we'll pull back. Alright. Armenia is disliking us because we're having too much exporting. It's fine, we'll spy on them. I mean, we'll spy on them. We'll temporarily improve relations with them. We can get some claims over here. And one more on you. You have land up here as well, don't you? 2, 5, 2, 9. We'll claim the 9. Getting ready for a war against Georgia next. That's the next on our agenda. But yeah, we're going to pull back. I think we've lost enough manpower in this war. It's good that we managed to burn down Pest. Look at that. We took tasty 100 ducats out of the treasury there. Nice. Up to 2,000 ducats of loot now. And yeah, we're going to lose some sieges over there, but that doesn't matter. Hopefully we can get the siege of Bessarabia done pretty quickly. And also, of course, you know, the Poles taking the heat of the actual main Hungarian army will be good. While you guys are heading over here to get that siege in Bessarabia done, I think actually... Well, no, sorry. You guys do that. Sure. Let's actually stay around. Let's make sure they don't relieve too many provinces. We don't want to... There's nothing like them getting the kind of, oh, we're making gains modifier and then mucking with our peace deal when we're ready to actually accept it. Another peace deal offer from Ragusa. We might as well take that now, I guess. We've already been kicked out of Georgia, so we might as well pull back our diplomats. Send a peace deal to Ragusa. I would like war reps, transfer, cash, and ending your alliances. Gives us just mostly targeting a prestigious piece there. Padua is also in. Are you willing to take a piece yet? We have got 20 war score against them. But I'm sure they have almost no war exhaustion. It's not like we've sieged them or fought their armies as far as I know. No, not yet. We'll take the siege leader, I think. Let's see if we can grab some of these little armies, stop them getting a full carpet siege in this region. Shouldn't be a problem. Coring wise, we are now able to call quite a few places to reduce our overextension. Very nice indeed. Look at that. Amazing. That's a lot of coring. That's going to really, really help with our manpower issues. Right now we're losing 26,000 to overextension. That's about to go down, down, down. Marvelous. We also have lots of money, which means it's probably time for a Izmir upgrade, because we still have the thriving merchant communities there for another 7 years. What do we want here in Izmir? What kind of urban population are we looking at? Only 38,000 right now. What does this require? Urban population of 50,000. Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's time for a university then, I guess. And we also wanted another university. Where shall we put that? We were short 3 universities, as I recall. Hudavendigar is a pretty good choice. Wherever we decide we want to make our southern Greek city will be a good choice. Sinop here or Hudavendigar. Well, Hudavendigar is already core in a state, so that seems like an easy choice. Let's put a local university there. We can actually already afford another university. Probably don't want to build too big a city here, because with Constantinople, Bursa, Izmit already eating up a lot of the food in the region, I think we'd rather concentrate our cities just there. So maybe Moria, maybe this is the relay port, right? Yeah, this is to be the relay port, which makes it a good choice for a local university in my opinion. It's also coreable. Yeah, fine, just because it's a city. I will core that one. But the rest of the points we should save for coring actual overextension, and then we're going to start getting our idea groups and our tech back on track. We could focus admin. And indeed, I think I am going to. I had to think about it there. We're spending a lot more admin points, even though we're 1 tech further behind on Diplo. I think it makes sense for us to focus admin, and we probably should have done that a few years ago, to be honest, actually. Because we still have a few cores to make, and then a full admin idea group to fill out is going to be, I don't think I need to tell you that that's going to be a costly endeavor. Looks like our army has scared away the opposition here. Let's just try and scare these few little 1 stacks here away. Then we should be in a good place. Wow, Armenia really hates us, huh? We've improved our relations all the way up, and they're only at +30. Yeah, neighboring different religion and economy suffered is pretty harsh. Let's get Serbia a little bit more cheerful with their servitude. We're about to hand them a bunch of land, so that should make their opinion go through the roof, but nonetheless. So with those 3 extra universities we just built, how are we going to be looking on education then? We are currently at 15.7 without university access. Those 3 additional ones will give a base of 9 plus maybe 1 more, so probably 10. So we need about 2 more universities ready to get the truly optimal education multiplier. Oh, hey, nice. Look at that. Turkish is spreading. That's great news. Turkey and Turkish and Greek are a melting pot, kind of like in ZK2. So this with Norman, not exactly a melting pot, but there's a mechanic by which they can you can convert faster from Turkish to Greece or Greece to Turkish than any other, not any other, but most other cultures, almost all other cultures. So you two could barrage. Oh god, that could be a problem. Let's not barrage because we might lose this fight. Hey, you come back. Do either of these have attached units on? No. Well, we're not going to get back in time to reinforce. Oh, they're not taking the fight. Thank goodness. Okay, we'll send these guys back to be reinforcements to make sure they don't in the future. Which means we can barrage. Look at that. 64% just from a barrage. And good roll. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. Oh, don't sit there taking attrition. That really quite badly defeats the entire point of having you hanging out there. Our air still kind of sucks, but I don't want to disinherit him until we have enough prestige. But speaking of prestige, this should be quite prestigious. The Ottoman Empire has taken on Hungary and her subjects, and we are victorious. So this will give Naples, Wallachia, Kosovo, Zeta, the Knights, Genoa, Venice, Theodora, and Ragusa enough to go into a coalition against us. But Hungary won't be able to go into a coalition against us because I believe, if my calculations are correct, they shouldn't have enough by the time the truce is over. God, there's so many less shortcuts than I'm used to. Give that to... Why can't I give it to Serbia? What the heck? Oh, Serbia already has it. What was I thinking just then? Less shortcuts. Something about coalitions. Oh, I can't remember. I had a thought. It felt important. Right, we want to take 100% aggressive war score if it's all possible. So maybe a bit less money and humiliate them. That's too much beyond. We can almost do it if we don't take the 500 ducats. 500 ducats is a lot, but the humiliate will give us more modern points, so that's definitely what we want. In that case, keep hum, and I mean, honestly, keep here and give me 50 ducats instead. I'm not that. We're not going to make 50 ducats out of these two provinces before the next war with them. Like, no chance at all. So final checks. Does this look right to me? I think it does. In the fullness of time, we want this as well as some of this land here, but I suspect we'll end up taking that from Poland, which is fine. Yep, that looks good. Nice, good peace deal, good war. Long war, 3 episodes, many casualties. We lost 36,000 men. It's pretty much exactly what I said at the beginning of the episode, I think. Pretty nice. But we did a lot of damage to them. Ottoman will lose claims. Oh, right, because we ceded them to our subject. And we've lost the Sultanate of Rum CB. Now, give me... Crush Serbia. Excuse me? Oh, right, Raskia. I was so worried. We need to make sure we declare on Raskia when the truce expires. Did I check the message settings for that? Truce. When a truce ends. Yes, give me a pop-up. Why won't the rebels... Is it... When rebels enforce their goals in one of your provinces. Why isn't... Like, when rebels spawn showing up? It really should be, right? It's to me. I really don't want to have to reset my message settings just to get that one back. Anyway, that is a very nice war. We have... We've gained access up here, cut off Hungary from the Black Sea, gained a number of nice natural harbours, some of which we will no doubt develop into cities. I imagine probably Bessarabia will be developed into a city, and we'll have small trading towns either side of it. Not proper big ones, but nice, pretty good. All right, so pretty good peace deal. Let's give some land to Macedonia, now that we're at peace. Hey, Macedonia, have this province. Right, you can't click on them in this update. Grant that province to them. And Macedonia as well, right? Oh, which I've started coring. Don't do that. Well, actually, there is a silver mine here. I might want to keep Macedonia just for the silver mine. But no, no. You can have it. You can have it, Macedonia. It'll help their economy. Good. So, we will also feed Serbia Raskia, and then we'll have two, I mean, not beautifully bordered, but two quite good mountains. Just to basically, just hold the mountains for me. Just, you know, keep things communication efficiency'd up, basically. Zeta, have I got a truce with you? Yeah. Well, the next war needs to be Raskia, just so I can finish off them before the, oh, and here's the spoils of war. Beautiful. Just so I can finish them off before the coalition forms with them in it. We will leave them be. Spoils of war. So we would get unrest if we took extra cash. So I'm very happy to take a small amount, and the rest just gets distributed to your local wealth. So it's not like you're losing it by not grabbing it at that stage. Okay, I'd love to demote, but 26 loyalty is a bit much. Although I can give a gift. You have to keep demoting, even if it means... No. We should make the lesser nobles more loyal first. I don't think I want to offer a favour to you. Don't think I need anything from you right now. Although I would like the, you know, you love the pop growth, the rural pop growth from that, but I think it's probably not worth it. Tribals, I don't think we want to do anything with them. Extra tribute, don't really need. Extra loot, that one's really bugged. You should never use that. And we don't want to advance tribal claims. Honestly, with our new cores, our autonomy map is really beginning to look good. Obviously, our recent acquisitions don't reflect the kind of autonomy they'll actually end up with. But and now, love to have a broken balance sheet. There we go. I think we will try to. Yeah, let's drill the whole army. We could do with some more professionalism. We haven't been drilling much lately because we've been so constantly at war, but now we have an opportunity to actually just passively gain manpower rather than have to just be at war the whole time and only getting it from estates. Seems good. And then our war in the east is obviously coming up. You can spy on Georgia from next year. They're allied to Trebizond, right? Yeah. So the Trebizond-Georgian War, and we aim to seize, you know, this coastline, basically. If you didn't watch the last episode, or maybe the one before that, I'm not sure, this is our proposed European border. That's the target for this campaign. We'll have marches and vassals, etc. beyond that, but probably not in Italy. We intend to do our very best to try and de-urbanize Italy in a mildly violent way. That's the plan for this campaign. I've never consciously tried to like destroy an area really in MEIOU and taxes. That's not true actually. In one of my Castile offline games, I did it to France a lot. Like I owned all that, and I basically depopulated France. It was good. The proposed border is this because we are limited to the extent of Muslim conquest in Europe, with allowances sometimes for nice borders, and then in Iberia, I'm just not that interested in owning all of the north. I think we can do better out of just holding some of the north-south, having the top be a buffer state subject, and just urbanizing the south more, basically. Seems good. And then, yes, to the extent in which I believe all of Hungary was Ottoman-controlled at one point. Not obviously in the first partition, but when it was taken off Austria. No, we're not going to abandon our spouse because there's basically, I mean not spouse exactly, but there's basically no reason to do so. 1 yearly army professionalism, not bad, not bad. So you guys can merge up. We'll have the galleys come back here. The trade ships protect the Aegean. And we could get some more trade ships. We're raking in the cash right now, so it could be a good moment. And good lord, look at that naval force limit. Really cranking on the force limits with our rate of expansion recently. And yeah, hopefully all this extra land over here will help with the estate loyalty, because it's very low autonomy to counterbalance the fact that we're tanking the autonomy over here. Should be good. And yes, we're not in a great hurry to integrate Macedonia because we don't really want to integrate them until we have A, a really nice port here in Chaldiki, at least I think level 2 probably, and then B, a big road here and here, ready to build another big road kind of in all of this internal area. We should take a look at roads actually. That could be our next infrastructure project. Right now, we do have a number of provinces lacking even the most basic road network. And then we have a few with a paved road. We could definitely do with a paved road in Bursa. That seems like a high priority to me. Roads, if you're not familiar... Where do you see roads in a province? I'm not actually sure. Oh no, it is here. Sorry, I was looking on the wrong buildings thing. So the paved road network costs you 0.5 ducats a year, but you get more local trade power and 20% bonus local trade power, which is great, and a 30% urban gravity modified. That's 30% as compared to a 20% from the level below. So it's a 10% boost from building this, and yeah, urban production power up is really, really nice. So how much would it cost us to get roads in Bursa? Roads fully upgraded in Bursa. Right. We do have some paved roads, but we technically can't build any more until Tech 13. Okay, okay. Right. Twitch chat is saying roads in roads seems compulsory. I think that's a damn good point. How much would it cost to build some roads in roads? Only 185 ducats? You know what? Go for it. Roads in roads. And you know what? Let's rename it. It's now roads. I do dislike that when you rename provinces, it stops putting the name like next to them, which I assume because you had to kind of, when I say you, oh excuse me, Poland has rivaled us. Okay, I guess they really wanted this land down here. No? Why'd you rival me? That's weird. Well, I mean, fine. Yeah, okay. I'll counter-rival you. It's probably going to foster an alliance between Poland and Hungary, because we're now rival to both of them, and they're not rival to each other. So it's going to be a real beast of a Christian alliance that we're going to have to take on when we go up there. But you know, what will be will be. Okay, okay. Another core. Do I want to core that? I could just give it to Serbia. Autonomy must be rising. It's actually decreasing. Well, how the heck have we got fairly quick communication? I mean, I guess it's not far from the capital, but still. I'm going to give it to Serbia. Can you sell provinces to subjects in this? No. Shame. You should be able to. There's no reason you should be, just because you can grant provinces to subjects, you shouldn't be able to sell provinces to subjects, in my opinion. There you go. We'll give that to them. Improve Serbia's borders, honestly. A Valachian subjugation could also be good, although we maybe just want to own it all directly. But I mean, there's a lot of land to bring under directly with not a lot of urbanization, so maybe we don't really want to. Speaking of urbanization, oh, I'm salivating. I'm salivating at Trebizond. It's such a good province. I'm really looking forward to owning that. It's going to be great. So, how much cash are we getting? 30 ducats a month. It's so much money for early game MEIOU and taxes. There we go. So, we have a free Diplo slot now that Poland has cut ties, and we're going to go against the Mamluks. So, who might be a good ally? We could also just get a bunch more subjects, but who might be a good ally? Temporary alliance with Karakunlu wouldn't be wrong. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But actually, now I think of it. Speaking of subjects, who could we offer vassalization to? Sunya. Where is that? Here. We could subjugate them. Got any cores? No, but they've got some claims. What, do they have an overlord? Oh, right, they're a tributary. Crimea would actually accept vassalage right now. Yeah, that seems prudent. We could feed a bunch of land back to Crimea. Not this bit, because that's outside of our proposed borders, but this bit. Yeah, I mean, it's very historical, isn't it? We don't really want to be holding too much land up here anyway, with the possible exception of Crimea. No, what the heck happened to Crimea? I guess Theodoro's conquest of Crimea was brutal. Look at the massive deurbanization that's happened here. We want Theodoro itself and Kaffa, but they don't have cores on that. We might also want here and here, because there's a little bit of urbanization there. But yeah, a Crimean subject seems like a great idea. Let's work on that. Bum, bum, bum. Gifted Orthodox Christian. For now, yes, I will allow it. Because we have a lot of land that we need to try and be tolerant in. There we go. Now that we've got more than two tolerance, Orthodox provinces no longer count against our religious unity. Which is going to really help with stabilizing our country. Okay, please pull back the diplomat to Serbia, who loves us forever because we gave him loads of land in a war. And then we can get Serbia and Macedonia to here. They can compete. Whoever gets the siege of Raskia, they can have it. In you go, lads. No, don't converge with me. Go. Excuse me. Go siege. It looks like it's going to be Serbia. Hungary no longer considers the Ottomans a rival. Okay, well we should seize this moment to scornfully insult them or something. It's not going to give us any power projection, I don't think, because we have a truce. Could do it anyway, though. Just tales of your misdeeds are told from Iron to Cathay. It's a classic. Let's do it. They have somehow interpreted this as an insult. I love that flavor text. Another core. Nice. Any more for any more? Not yet. Oh, yeah, actually. All this area. Nice. Not quite able to do this one. Tiny, tiny bit of unrest. Should be easy to deal with. Anywhere else that's close to being able to be called? Yeah, you guys. Go on autonomous rebel suppression for a month. And I might be able to core some of this land in here. Oh, that's already a core, Christo. Problem with coring this land is don't uncored areas. Yeah, there's the eclipsing, as expected. Doesn't being uncored lower the unrest? Positive stability. No, it doesn't. Okay, I guess they removed that. In when I did my World Conquest, not being cored gave you -12 unrest. You gonna win that fight? Was it level 1 fort? Yeah, we need. They're gonna need a little bit of backup up there. We'll send our guy. You should be autonomous suppression here and here. Try that out. See if I can get this core done. Looting policy, restrict it. That's fine. Offensive war, of course, and the costly trade embargo with Hungary that we can cancel just as soon as it lets us. Revoke that embargo. Cool. Meanwhile, France and Poland now hopefully not going to ally with each other. Just checking, we do have an embargo against France, don't we? Yes. Up to 79 power projection after all of those different little Polish shenanigans. I mean, Hungarian shenanigans, sorry. That's pretty darn good, honestly. It's going to... that worked as expected. It's going to really help out in terms of our power generation for 20 years? 10 years? Got 4 things ticking down right now, so... But we will soon be able to rival the Mamluks, probably. Although the fact we can't now suggests maybe we're already too strong to rival them. It's frustrating in MEIOU and taxes. In vanilla, you have ages to give you power projection and hegemonies. I'm looking forward to something similar to hegemonies and ages being added to M&T. Maybe I should finally get round to doing what I've been offering to do for ages for MEIOU and taxes, which is write, not script, but write all the modifiers for different ages. In a kind of, balanced way and related to M&T. So Macedonia, you're still not a huge fan of me. Let's improve your relations. Now, who do we give Raskia to? It is Serbian, so we'll give it to Serbia probably. And Serbia is contributing a larger sieging force. And look at that. Look at the Macedonians, as soon as we say they're not going to get the land, they quit. Yeah, I will do that, Justice Fighter. I think ages and hegemonies are both things I'd like to write the actual modifiers for, because the hegemonies as they exist in vanilla are actually kind of fine, although the opinion penalty can go because it adds nothing to the game. But yeah, I'll do that at some point. Hello, by the way, just as I missed you. What's the situation with the Mamluks? We're allied to them just now. Well, let's do a comparison. Like, if we were both at full strength, how would we do against the Mamluks? We have double their force limit, Can you see max manpower on here? I'm not sure you can. But based on their current manpower, they were at like 20,000 before the Hungarian War. We have a cap of now 105,000. You see what I mean about how wars aren't challenging in MEIOU and taxes when you play a major power? Especially a major power that has the hilarious levels of like war dynamism that you can get as the Ottomans. Like, it doesn't matter what military idea groups we have. We can beat anyone in Europe one-on-one except France. Like, easily right now. And we could probably beat France as well. It just wouldn't be easy. But... loving the stream? I'm glad to hear it. It's very kind of you. For the sake of the birders, I support a Romanian subject. I do not know what you mean by the sake of the birders. It would be quite a nice border if we actually had a Romanian, you know, a Wallachian subject that was like all that land. That would fit really nicely, wouldn't it? And then we can focus kind of Black Sea and Levant for a while. You think you can see the max manpower on the country tab of the ledger? In the actual country page as well? Max manpower, yes indeed. Yeah, Mamluks have 52,000 max manpower. So it would be, like, if we were both at full strength, it would be a real slog. Because there's a lot of sieges to get through here. And we wouldn't get any claims on all of this, so... how would we fight the Ottomans? I think we have to fight them low loot, which is going to make it more expensive to take all their land, but I really don't want to damage their land. And what we'd probably do is, in the first war, we'd seize, like, here. Holy crap. You can select more than one province in EU4? Holy crap, I never knew this! Did you know this, chat? What? Did you know this? I never knew this. You can shift select multiple provinces in EU4. What? That's so useful. This is our road. I mean, not useful for like playing the game, but useful for illustrative effect. Ah, but if you ever click on another one. Oh no, it stays. Okay. This is going to be the road we're going to build across to Basra. How did I never know this? It's shift click, shift click. Control click doesn't do anything. I never knew that. I mean, it's not useful at all, but that's really cool. You should just make a video about just this. You joke, but I might. That's really cool. I like that. All right, you go to Serbia. And we'll pull back this diplomat to do it. Nice easy war and mission completion. Where do we get mission claims on after this? Bosnia, I think. Not sure. Boom. It'd be so helpful if you could check what provinces are selected in code when you do that. Yeah, that'd be really good. Crush Serbia is completed. We get 10% manpower recovery speed. Oh, that's so useful. That's going to really help us refurbish the army. And an extra prestige, and we get the claim on Bosnia. Yeah, so our next war against Hungary is going to be to seize Bosnia. And then after that, Croatia. And then after that, the core. And by the time we've done Bosnia and Croatia, we'll have burnt down the core enough that we can actually hold it. That's so useful. And, you know, totally useless at the same time. But that's fun. I like it. Okay, I think that's a good moment as any to end the episode. We've had a really successful war against Hungary. We've got a very nice European border established now. Obviously this isn't perfect, but they had a fort there. It was necessary. Wallachia being subjugated would certainly provide just that little bit of extra buffer state action that we need. But yeah, and we discovered you can shift select provinces. How would you ever utilize it? In vanilla, you wouldn't. Oh, recruiting. That's a good point. I wonder if it recruits in multiple provinces. If we select these 3 provinces and we go train a regiment. No, it just goes in one of them. Cool. But yeah, just to show stuff on stream, to say like, okay, so our relay ports are going to be, you know, these are the major ports we're going to build. Here, here, here. Do you know which, I forgot, which side of this line is the Rhodes port on? Italia, here. Oh, good, you can switch tab without breaking it. That's nice. Here. Here. I think those are probably the major ports that we're going to work on. And here and here. Yeah, those are probably the major ports that we're going to work on in the Eastern Mediterranean. It's just nice for illustrative purposes. Lets you show stuff off. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure to have you with me on YouTube. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Where we will, by the way, just to tease you, we'll probably go after Georgia in the next episode after a little bit more manpower recovery. See you then. Bye-bye.